Welcome to the show with no name.
Yes.
If you have a name suggestion, be nice.
Yes, be nice.
Send it in.
I know I'm chubby. I don't need you to point that out.
Yeah, this is Lesbo and Chunky Productions.
That's right.
But yeah, all right. So we got a lot of good suggestions from viewers from last show on format and editing and quality and.
We're not really going for quality.
No,
That's
I mean,
really
come
our
on.
goal.
It's yeah. All right. So we're using a video camera this time instead of my laptop, and we're also in our temporary studio.
I think it's kind of nice.
It's not bad. I mean, we got wood paneling
that's
behind
professional.
us, and a really comfortable leather couch.
And coffee.
And coffee, with a picture of our next president on it.
I have a dentist mug, but you know.
Well, it's important to have good teeth.
It is. Good hygiene is important.
That's right. It is.
It is.
Yeah. All right. So we decided to take one of the suggestions that we got, which is to just focus on one question, because we just get moving and get going on topic and really get into it, and then we would just stop.
Yeah.
So okay. So we did get a question.
Hundreds of questions.
We
did.
We got loads and loads of questions. You don't have to know that they were all from the same two people.
No.
That they wrote them together. So
I got a few good suggestions at the bar last night, but go ahead.
Were you dancing last night?
No.
Did you make any money?
I didn't have enough money to dance, but
they
didn't have enough
alcohol.
Alcohol to dance, but I was
Excellent.
close. I was really close.
All right then. Okay. All right. So here's our first question. Should I be concerned that mid-coitus my husband stops a humpin' to pay attention to Keith Olbermann on TV? Signed, I'm not that liberal. Okay. Well,
I just love that question. Sorry.
I really wanted to go with the one with farts, but
yeah. I like that one.
All right. So we actually did a lot of research on this. We took polls. We talked to a lot of people.
Good mix of people.
Good mix of people. Ranging from their 20s into their 50s, and we got I think we got some good responses. So, well, first of all, we should just get this out of the way. The first suggestion that we have is turn off the television while you're having sex. That's probably the best one. If you're not going to turn the television off, maybe find more appropriate programming like porn.
Yeah.
Or MTV, which is
That's
pretty much just like
problems,
porn.
But yeah. Yeah.
Oh, well, no,
because
they really don't have any music on there anymore, do they? They
That's
all just reality shows and pimp my whatever.
Yeah,
pimp my laptop. Do they have that one yet?
They might.
We could make $1 million. Another great idea. Pimp my laptop. Pimp my iPod.
Yeah, I think the last one was like Pimp My Nanny or something like that. I don't remember what
I think that one was on Court TV.
That might have been.
Yeah. Did I see something like Pimp My Tractor? Is that like a real show?
I don't know, but that would be great. I could do that out by me.
You could.
I
totally
really could.
Out on the back
22s on the tractor. I could totally do that.
Spinners and shit.
For those of you who don't know, I live out in the middle of nowhere.
Which is why it's been 3 weeks since we've had a show. Because, it's impossible to get us in the same place. And we can't
Not
film
at
work anymore.
That was a bad idea.
Yeah. But, we were really excited about doing the show.
Yeah. Just a disclaimer, we weren't really at work.
We were just in a place that looked a lot like work.
So if our bosses ever get this, we weren't at work. We
did it behind one of those green screens.
Yes.
And then we just filled in.
Because we thought it looked professional.
We want you to believe that, we are giving good advice.
That's right.
Yeah. So one of the other suggestions, I'm just going to get off topic again. One of the other suggestions was that we should edit out, all of our thinking time and our banter. But, if you haven't figured it out by now, we just really talk over each other and then comment on the things that you can't tell that we're talking about because we're talking over each other, but we hear it.
Yeah, and that's what's important. So
absolutely.
Whatever.
Turn the channel. Well, or shut it off.
Whatever you want.
Whatever. But don't watch us while you're having sex, because
no.
I'm pretty sure neither one of us would be acceptable to your partner to be distracted by.
The other thing I was thinking is if you are watching television, if your partner's watching television while you're having sex, you might need to step it up a little bit. Because, I'm not commenting, hey, Keith Olbermann is sexy, I'm not commenting on that. But, well, he's not really that sexy, but trying to make you feel better. But maybe you just need to, bring in some toys or spice it up a little bit, so. I was doing a little research on the internet last night about that, how to have better sex. I was,
really?
Seriously. Yeah, and some of the suggestions were pretty pathetic. Then I came across one that was ultra pathetic. It was like this ultra Christian site, and it wasn't, anything to do about how to please the woman. It was all how to please your man. And I was just reading it. I couldn't believe, at first I thought it was a joke. Like,
I don't think Christian women have orgasms, do they?
No, I don't think they're allowed to. I'm not sure, but
you're Catholic, aren't you?
Yeah, unfortunately, yeah, I am. But I'm sitting there reading, and it's like this guy is talking about, how you should lovingly whisper and make sure your man always reaches climax. Never anywhere in there was there anything about the woman reaching climax. So that was pretty bullshit. But
that's why I don't go to church. That's why I'm on God's strike.
Yeah. Well, it's not God's fault that, Christians are assholes, but yeah, I agree.
All right. Well, then, that's an entirely different show.
It's a different subject, but it was just interesting, some of the things to spice it up.
Yeah. Don't go to the Christian.
Don't go to the Christian unless you're a man, then I guess you'd enjoy it, but yeah, it wasn't much. But there were some interesting products out there. I was surprised. Like this one that totally desensitizes everything down there. And I thought, well, how would that be nice? Well, I think it's so that, if it's a little rough or the guy's too big or whatever, it doesn't hurt.
Did I tell you about that porn I saw once a long, long time ago where this woman was, I'm not lying, the dildo stood off the floor like that big. Like they had to mount it. And it was that big around.
How do you
Can you see that? That big around.
That's impossible.
And then they had this tub.
Special effects.
No, dude, they had this tub of lube stuff, and I bet it had to have some kind of numbing
desensitizing
thing. And they were just digging in there and just slathering it all over the place.
Sorry, we've gone off topic again, but that's disgusting. But
what we do.
It's what we do.
So outside of turning off the television or finding something, you should be concerned that your husband is distracted by Keith Olbermann. So we decided to ask people who it would be acceptable to have your partner distracted by during sex. So,
want me to start?
You want to go? Okay, we asked. Like I said, we asked a bunch of people between different age ranges, and I've kind of grouped them, and I don't. I did this on my own, so I don't know if you want to continue to group them.
Sure.
I'll give you the cards.
No, I think we'll start. This is good.
And just pause a little bit in between each one because I'm going to put in the picture.
Absolutely.
All right.
So we'll start with our 50s set. So these are Mom, this would be for you.
Okay.
And actually, my mom gave me one. I'm going to ad-lib in at the end.
Oh, excellent.
Great
Good,
one,
I'll find
which might cause some people some upset feelings, but just get over it. So the first one...
Oh, is that the one you told me about?
It's a different one.
Okay, go ahead.
First one would be Clint Eastwood.
He is hot.
And he really is.
Not now.
But he's not, for as old as he is, he's not bad. But when you see him in some of those old westerns with those tight pants on, I gotta admit, I can see it.
Rawhide!
Yeah. There's something sexy about chaps and that kind of thing.
All that leather and guns.
Rodeo night. So, Nick will laugh at that one because he knows what rodeo night is.
Got him.
Okay. Then we have our next one, James Garner. And I have to play the young card here because I don't really know who James Garner is.
Oh, here, I'll give you something that you'd probably know him in. Did you see the movie Maverick with Mel Gibson and Jodie Foster?
Yes.
Okay, James Garner played
the dad.
Yeah.
He's pretty cute. Maybe more in his younger years.
Yeah, he was a good-looking guy.
Strapping,
kind of manly guy. Did you see the Rockford Files? You ever heard of that show?
Oh, God.
Who
was the guy I was just reading the other day? Sorry to get off topic again, but again, it's what we do. Who was said to be a real heartthrob for women back in the day, and then after it turned out he was gay.
Rock Hudson?
Yeah, Rock Hudson. I saw a picture of him when he was younger. He was really nice looking. Just goes to prove you all the men are married or gay, so the good ones. All right, then we have Mel Gibson. Okay, I'm torn on this one. Because if you just take his brain out, he's actually really a nice-looking guy.
As long as he doesn't speak.
As long as he doesn't speak. Or he's acting and he's pretending he's someone else. When he's himself, I don't really have much use for him, but he is damn nice-looking. And he's a good actor. I gotta give him that.
He is. I just can't.
He can't help it. He's an asshole. I mean,
he can.
He could, but
yeah.
Maybe he's unsatisfied. Maybe his wife is watching Keith Olbermann in the bedroom.
Well, let me tell you. I read an article. It was a few years ago. He is a off the chart Catholic.
Yes.
His wife is not.
Yes.
And he plainly states, she's going to hell. It's too bad that we won't be together in the afterlife.
People like that, well, they're going to burn extra on. They're going to be extra crispy when they get down there.
So, I just want to say that the photo that I chose to insert in here has white bars on either side because I think he should be locked up for the rest of his life.
Probably.
And tortured by
Actually, maybe you
Jewish
should just
people.
take his voice away so he can't speak.
No, because he can still write checks and he can still influence
Cut his hands
others.
off. Cut his hands off and take his voice off because he is good looking. I gotta give him.
How about we just give him a lobotomy?
There we go.
No, but more.
Okay.
Like,
just cut it off.
Just cut his brain out. I don't know.
Now we're going to be called feminists, but whatever.
I am a feminist.
I know, me too.
All right, so next.
Harrison Ford.
He needs to quit, though. I'm sorry. He's not sexy anymore.
No, I don't know. For an older guy, I don't think he's bad.
I don't want to see him act anymore. I really don't.
Oh, have you seen the new Indiana Jones?
No, the last movie I watched with him was that computer one where he was some super hacker. That movie was bullshit.
Yeah.
I'm not a computer genius by any way, in any
her
way.
Wife is.
Yeah, that's not my job.
WTJ. That's the names. Are we edit that out?
You already said Nick.
Yeah, that's true.
So anyway, that movie was crap. And it's not believable. I don't believe a 60-year-old man running on the top of a train anymore. Do you know what I mean? It's no.
They did that good, and that we're getting off topic again. You might have to edit this out, but they did that good in the Die Hard movie with Bruce Willis. They didn't try to, the new one, it's really good. They didn't try to make him look like.
I don't watch that shit. I hate Bruce Willis.
Oh, well, I just like the Die Hard movies because they're really unbelievable. You don't like Bruce Willis, no?
Fuck no. I don't like him as a person. I don't like his politics.
Is he? I didn't know that.
Yeah.
I thought he was a liberal.
No.
He must not matter enough that he's ever come to my attention.
Well, he used to live in. He lives in Idaho, and we used to live in Idaho. So he's big news. And fuck you, get over yourself.
Okay.
Okay.
Back on, and then the last one we have is.
Oh wait, I got to tell you. Okay, so the woman that we asked in the 50s said those were the men that she felt she would be allowed to be distracted by. So I asked her, okay, who would it be okay for your husband to be distracted by? And she said,
Phyllis Diller. Yeah, I've seen a picture of Phyllis Diller, and I'm a little concerned that was her response. But
I got to tell you, I'll wait till we get into the 30s set.
Okay, so that's the 50s set. Oh, and I have to add in my mother's.
Yeah.
So I asked her this. My mom, who is a librarian, and everybody thinks she's really modest and everything, and then she pops off with something really crazy. And so I asked her. She kind of thought about it for a long time. She goes, "Oh, there's so many." Oh, my poor dad. But she's like, well, first thing that comes to thought is Richard Gere. And then I think, he's nice looking. She said, oh, and Paul Newman. And, I have to say, Paul Newman's up there. He's got to be in his 80s, and he's damn nice looking. Paul Newman?
A few years ago, maybe.
Hey, he's real liberal. I thought you like him.
Oh, I do. I'm not talking politics. I'm talking,
But he's still, for as old as he is, he's pretty damn good looking. So anyways, she finally came on, rusted on two Packers she had to pick between, Mark Chmura and Brett Favre. And I said, Mom, Mark Chmura got busted in the hot tub with a bunch of little kids. And it's funny because if you have to be in Wisconsin to understand this, but my mom's very liberal. Somebody does something bad, she thinks yes they should be punished, but unless they're a Packer. Brett Favre could go on a shooting spree tomorrow and kill a bunch of, little senior citizens, and it would, he's Brett Favre. I mean...
Number 4. What are you going to do?
Number 4. And I thought, he's also like half my mom's age, but, whatever, rock it out if you want to. So hers was Brett Favre. She decided on.
For the next one, for the 40s set, really, I just asked TJ. I picked the people that I would be okay with her being distracted by, because honestly, whatever gets you through.
Yeah,
so
right.
Whatever.
You guys been together a long time.
Yeah,
spice it up.
Absolutely. So she picked Antonio Banderas, which that's fine.
I can agree with that.
Brad Pitt. Yeah, I know I spelled his name wrong.
It's all right.
Because Brad is a really tough name to spell.
Yes, it is.
and I asked her, I said, honey, aren't there any women? You are a lesbian. Hello. And she goes, God, am I really? I don't know. Okay, Angelina Jolie.
So I'm thinking the two of them together.
Well, yeah.
I'm not a lesbian, and I'd jump right in the middle of that shit. Because, holy Jesus. They're both, like, the model of gorgeousness.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I still have issues with that. I feel bad for Jennifer Aniston.
Yeah, she's fine. She's cool.
I like her. She's cute.
She is cute, but, she's moved on. She's good. Maybe all 3 of them would be cool. I mean...
Yeah, okay. And then there's one other one that I would allow for TJ, and that is the motorcycle that she wants. I told her, I said, I'll be happy to pin that up on our headboard.
Whatever
I'm all right with
that.
And then I asked her who it would be acceptable for me to be, to be distracted by.
Yeah.
And she said, no one. Actually, when I asked someone else about what his wife, who would be okay, he also believed that his wife would say, no one.
I got quite a few no ones, too. Yeah.
I asked one woman at work, and she just said, oh, honey, he's never distracted. No? Okay. And knowing the woman that said that,
yeah, I think
she's
I know
absolutely right.
Yep.
All right, so there's our 40 set.
There's our 40 set. Kind of late on the 40 set, but...
Well, I only asked one person.
All right, so the 30 set, we start with Christian Bale.
And these are all given to us by a guy.
Yeah. Who also shall remain nameless. And I gotta, I gotta disagree on this one. Christian Bale doesn't do it for me.
I don't know.
You ever seen the movie All the Little Animals? After you watch that, you won't. It's not that the girl is sexual or anything. So watch that. It's just weird.
No, but he was in American Psycho, and that kind of... That was an interesting movie.
It was interesting, but I don't know.
All right, Christian
Bale. Now this
Bale.
next one, oh my God.
Although Christian Bale was like the best. He was like the best Batman.
Yeah, I've heard that. I'm anxious to see that.
And I'm tired of people telling me, I'm going to see Batman today. I'm going to see Batman today.
Nobody gives a fuck. Okay, so this next one, I'm going to just come right out and say I'm going to be a little pornographic here. So if you're under, if you're under the age of, 18, right? You might want to turn it off. But Gavin Rossdale, holy shit. I would sit on his face and not move until, I think that's just where I do everything. I would just sit on his face all day long and work from
home. His wife is hot.
Oh, yeah, another one that totally jump in the middle of those two. Gay, straight, I don't give a shit.
Gwen Stefani.
Yeah. You got those two in there. Shit, can you imagine Brad, Angelina, Gwen, and Gavin? I don't care. You could take the most Republican, straight, anybody and throw them in the middle of that, and you'd be touching and licking everywhere.
Because they're all fucking freaks anyway.
Yeah. And they're all gorgeous.
No, I was talking about the Republicans.
Oh, well, they can't help it. They're idiots. Okay, so.
Oh, wait, hold on a second. While we're talking about Republicans and kink, so I was listening to, I think it was Dyke Drama. Mm-hmm. One of my favorite podcasts. And they were talking about how they have to, when the Republican National Convention goes on, they have hookers come in from other states because there's not enough to supply the Republicans. Democrats don't have that problem.
Well, can you imagine having all that pent up just assholeness? You got to get that out somehow.
Go family values. Okay. Anyway, sorry.
Sorry, we went off again there, but anyways, Gavin Rossdale, hands down, I don't want to sit on his face. But anyways, so Jude Law. I can go with
Jude Law creeps me out. I don't.
Me
like
too.
him.
Me too. But I know a lot of women do, and a lot of men do.
Well, apparently, since,
since we got this from a man.
Yeah.
We're going to have him as a guest one of these days.
We'd like to.
He may be masked because he doesn't really want anybody to know he's associated with this, but we'll have him on.
We can mask him with a fanny pack.
Yeah, he's got a fanny pack collection.
He likes them a lot.
Okay, then we go to me. So,
sorry.
This would be the 20 set, as I'm in my 20s, and I'm going to hold on
but
to it
I want you to tell this story.
Okay,
can you do that? Will he get pissed off?
No.
All right.
He probably won't ever watch it, but even if he does. No, so this is where I was bringing in, to go full circle back to where we started. Of sometimes you just need to step it up a little bit. And I'm gonna go in there, seeing as this listener laid her embarrassment out there that her husband was watching Keith Olbermann over her. I'm gonna say I got one that tops that. And it was one of those nights, you wake up in the middle of the night, you can't sleep. Oh, well, I'll have sex. It's free. It's fun. So
better than pay-per-view.
Yeah, better than pay-per-view. So it's something to do to pass the time. And so we're doing it.
Newlywed over here. Been married about a month.
You just find something to kind of pass the time. We wake up, and I'm doing my thing. I'm on top. I think I'm really, giving her. I think I'm doing a good job. And I look down as I'm feeling pretty nice. I look down, and there's Nick, just kind of casually watching TV. So I look over, and what's on TV? Knight Rider. Great show. Great show about 30 years ago. So it was, I don't know what would have been worse, like Andy Griffith reruns or Knight Rider, but it kind of made me feel that, okay, I got to step up my game. And, I did. That's when you might want to bring in some kind of toys or bondage or whatever. So, or just turn the television off.
Turn the TV off, yes. So, well, that's it.
Yeah, I think that's it.
Yeah.
And, we encourage you to keep submitting the questions. So we like those questions.
We decided next show, what we need for you to do now, instead of sending in a question for the next show, is we actually have a topic that we'd like to discuss.
And it's going to be good.
It's going to be a good one, I think.
We came up with, and thanks to our walking mates at lunch.
Yeah.
We came up with, we need your suggestions on ways you punish your spouse.
Or your partner.
Or your partner,
your boyfriend, girlfriend, whatever.
Boyfriend, whatever you, dog, if that's all you got. Whatever. I mean, nothing sexual with the dogs, because we love animals. But anyways, it doesn't have to be sexual either, just in general. Just ways that, and maybe the sneakier the better, I think,
Yeah.
I like the sneaky.
You'll find out what Aaron did. It's disgusting.
Anyways,
all right.
So, next time, ways to punish your spouse. And
emotionally, mentally, physically, whatever.
Yeah.
Whatever.
There's really no rating, so anything you want to send in.
But, if it's illegal, don't send your name. I don't want to know.
Nothing creepy, but...
No, you can send it. Yeah, I think creepy be fine.
Okay.
I'd prefer it not have anything to do with semen.
Or children, because that's just not right.
No.
But anything else.
Anything with not semen or... Okay, so...
Oh, and also your suggestions, when I'm going to plug a little thing here. We still need a logo and a theme song.
Yeah.
So if you come up with anything...
And a name. We need a name. Yeah.
Suggestions.
Yeah.
If you want me to wear my hair different, the camera adds 10 pounds. Don't hate on me for that.
Yeah, don't be mean, because we're very, very sensitive.
Yeah.
Which is why we can only communicate with people in a taped format. Mm. We try not to speak with people otherwise.
No, I pretty much avoid people.
Yeah.
Unless I take a lot of Xanax. Which I didn't before the show, but if you think I need Xanax next time, just let me know.
All right.
Yeah. All right. Well, thank you.
Okay. Oh, and then here's a really, really good comedian. His name is Dimitri Martin. He does flip chart stuff. It's hilarious. Okay. All right. I think that's all. Okay. So names. Yeah, we need a name.
We need a name.
Everybody and their mama is using Love Guru for something. There's a movie. There's all this other stuff. And, well, whatever. All right.
Thank you.
Okay. Bye.